Made here in the United States, Greenfront brings a world-size selection into one incredible location. Explore Greenfront in Manassas today.
It's funny how the biggest ideas often make our impact smaller. How looking closer at soil has helped us grow our thinking. And by creating digital tools that make resource use more precise, we use less. Like many industries, agriculture uses data to evolve. But you might not see our greatest innovations because they help keep what the Earth has given us right where it belongs. We give back by moving forward.
Today marks the 5th anniversary of the Boston Marathon bombing. 3 people were killed, more than 260 others injured when 2 bombs went off near the finish line of the race. Today, a moment of silence held at 2:49, the moment of the first explosion. And 7 is on your side with a consumer alert. Fears of salmonella contamination prompting a recall of more than 200 million eggs. The FDA saying at least 22 people have gotten sick after eating eggs from Rose Acre Farms in Indiana. They were sold in 9 states, including Virginia and West Virginia. Officials say anyone who bought the eggs should throw them away or return them for a refund. The debate about paying sales tax online is heading to the Supreme Court. Right now, many smaller retailers don't collect tax unless they have a physical presence in the state where the buyer lives. Now, if the court reverses a ruling from the 90s, it could mean that all online retailers will have to collect taxes, something that brick and mortar stores argue would level the playing field. And now to the tale of 2 storms. Many southern states cleaning up after a round of severe thunderstorms triggered flooding, while other states like Wisconsin are digging out from record snowfall. Meteorologist Brian Vandergraff takes us inside the storm.
A tornado devastated the small northern Louisiana community of Calhoun. Several structures sustained heavy damage Friday night, and trees were snapped in half. The National Weather Service says a 2-year-old was killed by a tornado just southwest of Shreveport. This is the 3rd tornado fatality this year in the United States.
Look at those people in it.
Look at this incredible video of a waterspout making landfall along the Mississippi coastline. As it becomes a tornado in front of these storm chasers, you can see several small tornadoes spinning around the main circulation. No injuries were reported. And the same storm system brought record snow along the north side of its track. Green Bay, Wisconsin is digging out after a foot of record snow. This heavy, wet spring snow proved difficult to maneuver even for those who are typically used to driving in winter weather. And it wasn't heavy snow causing power outages in Michigan. An ice storm coated trees and the power lines in a rare April ice storm. Old Man Winter continues to stay strong across much of the northern U.S.
It's incredible.
Yeah, while we're not experiencing anything like that, we do have some severe weather in our area.
And it's all tied into that same system. And what we're watching for is we're going to have some really heavy downpours. We could definitely see some flash flooding occur overnight. That's when the heaviest rains move through. And there could definitely be some wind gusts. But it does seem like some of the strongest has been well south of the area where they kept the warmth. Take a look at these numbers outside as we look at some gray skies, some fog out there. 49 in the city, 43 in Gaithersburg. 46 at this hour in Manassas. Dulles checking in at 46, 42 in Martinsburg, Leonardtown at 59. Hard to believe, but earlier in the day, we were so much warmer. In fact, we started the day at 69 degrees downtown. Some of our burbs got into the 70s, but the temperatures were headed down from early this morning as that backdoor cold front worked its way in from northeast to southwest and kind of wedged us in that cool pattern. Outside right now, radar sweeping, and we're seeing some reds and yellows, upper Montgomery County up towards Frederick County, as well as out towards the west, down towards Culpeper and in Warrenton. Want to show you this little zoomed in picture here from Leesburg up to Brunswick and Frederick, kind of moving almost due north, and there's definitely some thunder and lightning mixed in here and heavy downpours, and that's where we're going to keep a close eye as we continue to go through the evening. Some heavier pockets down to the south, Remington, Warrenton, Marshall, over towards Manassas, and this whole line will eventually be shifting eastward, and we will all get in on this action. Here's our futurecast, and taking you to 2 o'clock in the morning. Notice how temperatures may nudge up briefly just ahead of that cold front, but some periods of heavy rain working their way closer to the Beltway from the western burbs all the way through 66 and points northward. We'll see a line, possibly a hefty line pushing through 3, 4 o'clock in the morning. That could definitely contain some gusty winds, and that's what we'll be keeping a close eye on. And once that pushes through by 5, 6 o'clock, the heavy stuff crosses the bay, and it's just kind of spotty rain. So it's the early portion of the morning rush that's having the biggest impact. Obviously, it'll be wet roadways, and there'll be some slower commutes, but the heavy stuff moving out of here by 5 or 6, and then some spotty rain tomorrow, and even some mountain snows. 50s, kind of cool and gray for the day tomorrow. Models saying anywhere from about 3/4 of an inch to an inch to possibly 2 or more off to the west. There could be some localized area they're pushing 3 inches of rain. So the heftiest stuff moves in here after midnight into the city. Periods of heavy rain tapering through the morning with that heaviest exiting. But the early rush could be impacted by some ponding water on roadways, some gusts. So just really a lot to keep an eye on for the early portion of the day. But by mid-morning, the rush, we'll start to see some improvement. 59 early and then probably mid-50s through the afternoon. Look at this chilly 53 on Tuesday. Wednesday, we start to get a little bit of a rebound. The best way to stay on top of this, we're putting out the watches, advisories, anything that happens on the app. You can download at the App Store or the Google Play Store. No 80s. I hope you enjoyed it the last couple of days. Breezy, cool 53 Tuesday. A little warmer Wednesday, Thursday, maybe an isolated shower chance on Thursday, and another cooler push as we head into the weekend. Let's look at the